Action, action.
WHC Breaking News. I'm Barbara Waters. Hospitals around the country are experiencing a surge in their HCAP scores after introducing AIDET, a student communication tool. We have a panel today to talk about AIDET. First, we have Tammy Kissup, who is an infection prevention nurse at Wesley Healthcare, a former ER nurse, and an engaged employee who uses AIDET on a daily basis. We also have Sandy Grumpus, who is a infection prevention nurse at an unknown facility, a former ICU nurse, and a unengaged employee who thinks that AIDET is a bunch of hogwash. And finally, we have Jules Germinator, who's a data analyst and also a former patient who's going to give us her patient story. Let's start with you, Tammy. You are known to be an engaged employee and a supporter and user of AIDET. Can you please tell the viewers today, what is AIDET?
Absolutely, Barbara. A is for acknowledge. We want to warmly greet the patient and any visitors that may be with them. I is for introduce. This is our opportunity to share our name, our skill set, and our experience to really help put the patient at ease with the care they'll be receiving. This is also an opportunity to manage up our coworkers, such as doctors, aides, therapists, and fellow nurses. D is for duration. We'll share with the patient how long they should expect to wait for test results, how long procedures might take, when the doctor might be in, and when we'll give them another update. E is for explain. This is an opportunity to share with the patient what to expect and to answer any questions they might have. We'll also make sure they know how to call us if they have any other questions or concerns. Finally, T is for thank you. We want to make sure to thank the patient and their family for choosing Wesley Healthcare.
I want to go to Sandy Grumpus now, who's coming to us from the beach. Sandy, can you tell us why you don't like to use AIDET? You think it's just a bunch of hooky-pooky nonsense.
Well, Barbara, after hearing Tammy go blah, 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 I don't know what I had to say. I think that asking these nurses to perform AIDET is just asking them to do scripting. If I wanted a script, I'd go to a physician. Zing. Butt kiss 0.
Sandy, AIDET really helps put the patient and family at ease with the care that they're going to be receiving.
You've got to be kidding me. These patients want to receive their medications. They don't want to script
their
medications.
That, but letting them see the unity among the team, this is a great tool that we can use as coworkers. When we use it with each other, it really provides, Sandy, really, it provides unity. It provides team. It builds trust among us. And when the patients see that, they expect that that's going to translate over into the care they're going to be receiving. They can feel confident in that care.
They barely have time to get their medications and perform their ADLs.
But the great thing about AIDET is we can do
the nursing
it
ratio
while we're
keeps
getting our vitals
decreasing.
and while we're checking
We
our
have less
line.
nurses and more patients on a regular basis. Now we're adding more duties. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't add up.
I wouldn't think of it as
we
a
don't
duty,
have the
though.
numbers to add this extra initiative when.
But Sandy,
we don't have the nurses.
We are here for the patients. We all have the same goal. We want to take great care of these patients, and this is one more thing we can do. A good AIDET even helps improve clinical outcomes, and isn't that what we all want?
Okay. Definitely, Sandy, you don't like AIDET. But Tammy is a very good proponent of AIDET, and it makes a lot of sense. It's extremely easy to use. I think we should continue all to use AIDET in our daily activities and at work. Let's go to Jules Germinator now so we can hear her story, her very moving experience of when she was in the hospital just recently. Jules, can you tell us your story?
Yes, Kathy. I was recently admitted to WHC for surgery. I've never been in the hospital before, so I had no idea of what to expect. I had high anxiety and fear. There was one particular nurse who stood out from the rest. I think her name was Sandy. I think I heard someone else call her that because she definitely did not introduce herself to me. I'll never forget, she was the first nurse that came into my room. She came in with a needle. I'm terrified of needles. She didn't say a word. She went to the board, she wrote on the board, she typed on her computer, and then she came at me and grabbed my arm and started poking around. I didn't know who she was. I didn't know if she had the right room, I didn't know she had the right patient, and I had no idea what she was going to do to me. I felt my heart throbbing in my throat, and deep down inside I wanted to cry. She made me feel like I was just a body in a bed. She was just going through her daily routine. I didn't trust this person. I was having doubts about being in this hospital. I really wanted to just leave. I was embarrassed as an employee at this hospital. Then another nurse came in. She had a big smile on her face. She introduced herself. She explained what she was going to do. She told me that I was in good hands, and she asked if I had any questions or concerned. I felt a huge sense of relief come over me. I knew I was in good hands. From that point forward, it seemed like everyone that came in my room, from housekeeping to the doctors, it seemed like they all introduced themselves, explained what they were going to do, and had nothing but positive things to say about WHC. And good things to say about the care I was going to receive. My overall experience at WHC was excellent. I think AIDET is wonderful.
Sandy, after hearing Tammy provide overwhelming evidence that AIDET increases patient satisfaction, improves communication among patients and caregivers, and improves their operational and clinical outcomes, and Jules' very moving emotional story and her patient experience, do you think you'll ever be a supporter of AIDET?
Barbara, I don't feel like I can ever ask my staff to do AIDET. I feel like it is a complete waste of time. We're constantly adding other things, one after another, onto these nurses. They just can't handle anymore. I mean, isn't it bad enough we have to do those core major stuff? I mean, the government's already taken over healthcare. I can't take it. I'm out.
Well, there you have it. AIDET is a simple means of communication that can be used by anyone and helps alleviate patient anxiety during their stay. We're going to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, we will have the latest on how to prevent germs in healthcare.
Hand hygiene and PPE, it's the right thing to do.
Good.